with that down, let's move on to this, shall we? You know, one of the movies that is coming out that I admit, when I first heard they were making it, I went, why are you making this? Who cares? But the more and more I see of it, the more and more I'm buying in. Brad Pitt's F1. Now, it's still not coming out for a little bit, but they feel so confident in this thing, they're already starting to screen it for some critics. And the reactions are through the roof. The article reads this: Warner Brothers and Apple are feeling bullish on Joseph Kosinski's F1. So much so that they screened the film early for select press and lifted the social media embargo a full 3 weeks before its release. That kind of move usually signals extreme confidence, and based on the first wave of reactions, albeit to a very small sampling, it might be justified. Now, what are some of those? Well, a friend of ours, Eric Davis, from over at Fandango, wrote, Joseph Kosinski's F1 movie hits the gas and doesn't stop. The races are epic. The sound design, editing, cinematography, performances, and music are all top-notch. You definitely feel shades of Top Gun Maverick, and of course, Joseph Kosinski directed Top Gun Maverick, so that makes sense. In that, it plays like an old-school summer blockbuster. What a ride. Clayton Davis wrote, F1 the movie is the Jerry and Joe show. Bruckheimer and Kosinski really do make audacious entertainment together. Academy, don't do Claudio Miranda dirty again on this one. Brad Pitt and how do you pronounce the name?
Damson Idris.
It is Damson Idris. Yeah. Shine. I said Damson once and somebody corrected me. Anyway, Damson Idris shine brightest when sharing the screen. Race to see this one in IMAX. Drew Taylor wrote, F1 the movie is absolutely incredible. It's one of the coolest, most entertaining movies you'll probably ever see, but none of that sizzle takes away from its soul. Kosinski's precision engineered an eye-popping, edge-of-your-seat pop epic that makes you feel so much. I adored it. And one of my favorite guys online, Mike Ryan, wrote, I just saw F1 and apparently it's about race cars and not about a small tornado. But a good gosh, that was a lot of fun. And another guy we know, Gregory Elwood from the playlist, wrote, Joseph Kosinski's F1 is very, very good. Incredible editing, stunning cinematography, and a top-tier Hans Zimmer score. Kerry Condon, boom. Already starting a campaign with broad Academy members that always vote pretty that Claudio Miranda deserves their vote for what he pulls off. So, listen, full admission, I'm not a car race guy. I don't watch Turn Left the Sport, also known as Daytona. Is that what they call it? I don't watch it. No shade on anybody who does. I'm sure I like a lot of stuff you don't like, but that's perfectly fine. I don't watch F1. I don't watch any car racing stuff. But for some reason, this... Dude, when we heard Kosinski was doing it, then we watched the trailer, it's like, God, this feels like Top Gun Maverick. This feels like only maybe even more intense. And I got to admit, too, the F1 coming to Vegas, that's kind of peaked. When I saw how many people flooded to Las Vegas to go see the F1 races there, and what a cultural phenomenon it was, that opened my eyes to it a little bit, too. But again, it's the trailers. I thought the first trailer was great. The second trailer was even better. I love that. I'm a big Brad Pitt guy. Javier Bardem is always wonderful. And I just like... Listen, it's kind of a classic trope, right? You know, the old gunslingers being called into action one more time.
Yeah.
Right? That's a classic Hollywood thing. But you do it right, and you get Top Gun Maverick. And it looks like Kosinski is delivering again. And again, this isn't just a bunch of like some no-name Gus's gas station reviews. These are a bunch of people we know saying, like, 3 weeks before the movie comes out, saying, this thing's awesome. And they were not afraid. The studio was not afraid to let them go ahead, jump on social media, tell the world what you think about it. And that breathes a lot of confidence. And again, I've always said, hey, studio, if you're not confident in your movie, why should I be? And they're clearly very confident in this. That doesn't mean I'm going to love it when I see it. Maybe it won't meet my sensibilities, but we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Stitch Fix. Guys, you know I love movies, but you also know I have absolutely no fashion sense, and I absolutely hate shopping for my clothes. But thankfully, I have found a better way. Stitch Fix online personal styling makes it easy. With Stitch Fix, I get a stylist who understands my style, size, and budget, and they do all the shopping for me. Because look, shopping and figuring out style can be overwhelming, especially for somebody like me. When it comes to getting dressed, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. That's why I love having a Stitch Fix stylist. They really know what works for me. I get pieces that make me look great, and it's a real confidence boost. You just give your stylist your size, style, and budget preferences. You get to order boxes when you want and how you want, no subscription required. They send you personalized pieces, and the fit is always on point. No stores, no crowds, no stress. Just personalized looks that you will love. So guys, make style easy. Get started today at stitchfix.com/Campea. That's stitchfix.com/Campea. Rob, right now, it's sounding pretty good. What do you think about what we're hearing, and where's your anticipation level like for this right now?
Well, first of all, when I was a little kid, I collected Dinky and Corgi die-cast miniatures from England, and Corgi made a lot of F1 cars. And my favorite was the Lotus John Player special that was black and gold. And I'm actually doing a Partworks kit of that right now, which I love because it looked like a spaceship to me. Closest thing to a spaceship on Earth. Dude, when we saw the first trailers, Kaczynski and Jerry Bruckheimer especially, them teaming up again after Top Gun Maverick on this thing. Every trailer I've seen, I've wanted to see it. The photography is amazing. But it was that first 10 minutes that we saw at CinemaCon. I mean, I knew this movie was going to be good.
Oh, I forgot about they literally showed us the first 10 minutes of the film. It was great.
There is some photography in it. Like there was this one shot you see in the trailer where the cars are at a distance and the fireworks are going off.
Oh,
and the sound design, and I'm just like, okay, this is sheer cinematic crack. I mean, this is like this is like a giant glass pipe stuck into your medulla oblongata, whatever you pronounce that, right into the brain pan, man. I was just like, yeah, dude, everything about this movie is something that I mean, Brad Pitt like lives in a trailer. You know, he like wakes up on the track and jumps out and gets in his car and races. I mean, like you said, it's classic. There's so many classic tropes in the first 10 minutes of this movie, but they're done perfectly. They're done perfectly. And then, of course, Javier Bardem has to go hire Brad Pitt, and he's doing his laundry in a laundromat.
He's literally
in a laundromat. I loved everything about this, everything I saw about it, and the fact it's going to be in IMAX. I can't wait to see this movie. Julian, I interviewed the costume
designer for it. That's right, on Designing Hollywood.
Yeah, on Designing Hollywood, we'll have that coming out. He also designed Edgar Wright's The Running Man. But
Which
he also
looks baller, by the way. That movie looks incredible. Great.
He also did Ron Howard's Rush. And he talked about the difference because Rush was a period piece set in the F1 world and the differences. But basically, he was saying things like, one of the great things about this movie is it's just a bunch of fabulous looking people because F1 is one of the most expensive sports to put on. Yeah, it's all, and he's like, this whole thing is just glamorous people looking fabulous with fabulous cars, and everything about this movie is just, I want to be fabulous. I want to live in the F1 world. So it's like in a way, it's like a fantasy science fiction realm because I'm never going to live in the F1 world. So I want to go there and see how the F1 people do it.
Was that it?
That's it, dude.
God.
Look
at that.
That is hilarious that you found that. That was when I was a kid.
That's pretty.
Isn't that cool?
That looks amazing.
That was my favorite thing. That's exactly. God, that's so wild. I haven't seen that in ages.
The guy in the race car looks like one of the rebel soldiers at the beginning of Star Wars. Yeah, as Darth Vader first.
I know, right? This was when I was a kid, and this is Corgi, so it's nice and die cast. And they made a lot of them, and this is one of my favorite toys when I was a kid.
That's pretty.
I'm having like this weird
nostalgia flashback
because I haven't seen it in forever, and the box too.
By the way, with that opening of the movie, the first 10 minutes they show, was that the 24 Hours of Le Mans? I think that's the race they're doing, right? Like
that's Ford v Ferrari.
But wasn't that also here because wasn't he?
Yeah.
Because Brad Pitt was literally sleeping in his van.
Yes, it was.
They woke him up. It's like time for your shift.
It was 20. Yes,
and he goes. So that's like the movie starts with that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, there's two other vintage race movies. There's Le Mans and there's Grand Prix. Those are two different films that also were groundbreaking in their photography. But this is so far beyond. I can't wait to see this movie.
No, as somebody who's not really big into the car racing stuff, I've liked a lot of the movies that have come out recently. Like, for instance, the Chris Hemsworth one, Rush.
Yeah,
which
that Ron Howard directed.
That I absolutely loved. And then Ford v Ferrari, I thought was wonderful as well. And hopefully this will follow up. And you know what? Even that damn video game one. What was the video game one that just came
Need
out?
for Speed?
No, just like 2 years ago.
Gran Turismo.
Gran
Turismo.
Yeah, that was good.
That, I think Neil Blomkamp. Blomkamp directed that.
He did.
Even that, I thought this is a throwaway trash movie. And then I went in, I'm like, this is actually a pretty good little movie.
Yeah,
it's not bad. I mean, it's not as good as Rush or Ford v Ferrari, but that was pretty good too.
Pretty good.
So maybe F1 can follow up on that. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? The studio's not hiding this movie. They're getting out in front of it. They're saying, hey, yeah, go. Put out your social media reactions. Tell the world what you think about this. We are confident in this movie. Doesn't mean we're going to like it, but I think it looks pretty damn good so far. Are you excited about it? If so, why? If not, why not? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.